when I was first diagnosed with melanoma, I suppose my first thought was, why me? And this doesn't seem fair. And it took me some time to get out of that mode of wallowing in self-pity.
I couldn't believe I had cancer. It's something that you hear about other people having and never really thinking you're going to experience it yourself. And so I was really in disbelief. And so I was quite taken back, and it kind of made me feel that I'm no longer in control of my life, that something had kind of taken over, and I was really scared.
Well, if you really want to know the truth, I was devastated. I'd never been sick a day in my life that I can remember. And having worked on a farm for 10 years outside in hay fields and so forth with no shirt, to come and find out that I had melanoma on a small mole on the inside of my leg, I just couldn't comprehend how that could possibly happen.
I was shocked. Wasn't expecting it at all. Originally, when I noticed the lesion, I thought it, as well as my primary physician, thought that it was simply a mole or a growth that had resulted during pregnancy for me. So to have had that phone call come that I wasn't expecting at all was very, very shocking, and it took me a while to kind of understand what was going on and to figure out what it was I needed to do to start to fight my battle.
So when I found out for sure it was melanoma, I was driving home from the visit with the dermatologist, and I broke down and I cried like crazy. And I visioned myself dying, and then I kind of pulled it together, and I never cried after that.
My first reaction when I was told I had melanoma was I freaked out. I felt disembodied, sort of, and I was 9 months pregnant, so I mainly just worried about my children. I had a 3-year-old and one on the way, so I was worried about leaving them alone in the world.
If you want to keep on living and get better, you have to fight. You have to do whatever it takes. So it's not something that you can consciously decide, but it mostly comes naturally. You know, that at the moment of difficulty, you find the courage or whatever it takes, and you do whatever is necessary, even if you didn't think yourself capable of.
Really, I had two options. I could either fight the cancer or succumb to it. And when you think of it that way, it's really not much of a choice at all. And when the choice is between succumbing to cancer and fighting, and you think of it that way, you realize pretty quickly that you're going to fight.
Be willing to fight hard, because melanoma in and of itself, there's no cure for it yet or any kind of thing, but there are several levels of intensity and complexity, and if you have no comorbidities, there is a strong chance that you can fight this thing for years.
The realization that I was diagnosed with cancer was, it took time. It took time to accept that that's where I was at that point in my life. I did a lot of soul searching and really just tried to, I tried to understand the disease. I tried to understand what I could do to try to have an impact to control it. Again, I think the network that I had around me was very positive and very influential and helped me to overcome a lot of my concerns.
Having melanoma cancer made me realize how important my friends and family are, and gave me, I think, a very healthy perspective on life. There's always a silver lining in every cloud, and for me, the silver lining was realizing that I had great support from my friends and family.
Having my mother and my girlfriend with me when I was given that news from my dermatologist that what they found was cancer, I mean, that was great. I remember the car ride home thinking, here, my life's over. But my mom, very positive. My girlfriend, her thoughts were very positive too, saying, we can beat this, and incidentally ended up marrying her. So she's a great support network. She was with me from the start.
My father's cancer diagnosis devastated us as a family. Very confused, concerned, not a whole lot of understanding or a lot of knowledge of the disease. Definitely bonded together. We were always a close family to begin with, but obviously when things are down, you get together and you become stronger as one.
To be able to fight the melanoma and cancer, you have to have somebody that you can relate to, that understands you and has worked with you in the past and knows your personality and just won't give you an opportunity to look at it in a negative fashion.
Going through melanoma treatment made me realize that I needed to live every day to its fullest, and that life was a precious gift, and it's a gift to cherish. It's a gift to make the most out of.
I always said it was, that a cancer diagnosis affects your life by giving you the reality that small stuff doesn't matter, that you shouldn't harbor bad feelings about people for long, or you need to live in the moment.
You focus on every moment of every day. You realize truly how precious life is and how it takes, crazy ups and downs and crazy turns. But, it really is a special gift.